I think you're hitting on a point that's super interesting, especially as teams get bigger. I've seen, you continue to hire more and more people to do more things. We have a webinar program, and we're going to do X number of guides per month, and we need designers, and we're making videos, and so on and so forth. And it is interesting because there are some of those things, like you said, the way you're riding a wave or whatever. Like there are some of those things that I think are maybe bigger moments 4 to 6 times a year, but they really kind of continue to carry through over 6 to 8 week periods, and it starts to all kind of blur together, and you're all of a sudden this big content program doing a bunch of stuff, and it can get really tricky to pull the pieces apart and pivot it in any way to know what's actually working. Is it just the sum of all the parts? Is it some
Yeah.
of these and we're actually wasting time on others? Like, yeah, I mean, that you think you're hitting on a really, really key
And
point in the challenge for a lot of
it
companies.
is so frustrating, especially in the modern marketing world that sort of Google and Facebook have dominated,
Hmm.
where the platforms provide such frustratingly little amounts of data on what is organically helping you succeed, right? In the early years of Moz, we could look at which keywords, right? Because Google gave you
Yep.
the
Yeah.
keywords for every visit that came to your website. We could look at every keyword that sent a visitor, and we could cookie them for basically their whole life. And
Yep.
so we could see, oh, okay, the average person visits Moz 7 times before signing up for a free trial. And these keywords are the most productive for us. So let's rank better for those, and let's put more effort into these ones. Now you can't see that stuff. You
Yeah.
can't cookie someone forever. You don't get keyword data. Instagram sends no referral data. Facebook hides a bunch of its referral data. Google hides a bunch of its referral
Hmm.
data. Twitter is pretty good about sending you info.
Yeah.
LinkedIn hides its referral data. So you're kind of up this creek with no paddle. Attribution in
Yep.
organic is near impossible. And what happens? Well, attribution in paid is just beautiful and pristine and
Correct.
perfect. And Google is happy to compromise all the things they say they care about in privacy,
Yeah.
as is Facebook, once you start paying them for traffic and ads,
Yeah.
which is infuriating and feels like it should be illegal, but whatever, right?
Yes.
How are we going to affect policy at that level? But the reality comes back to, if you are a content creator, a content strategist, a content marketer, a CMO, a CEO, who's a founder who's trying to determine where should I put my budget and my time and my energy, this will drive you insane.
Yes.
It absolutely will. And the answer is, there is no clear, obvious path to do it. Anyone
Yep.
who tells you that there is selling you a load.